What's going on, everybody? It's Frostbite Frenzy, or if you like, since I'm doing RuneScape videos, it's the Nazi Zombie 7. I kind of want to change my name on RuneScape, but at the same time, I've had Nazi Zombie for so long, and honestly, I don't want to lose that name. And I'm sure as soon as I were to change it, someone else would take it. I mean, I'm sure I'm not the only one who's thought of Nazi Zombie as a name for RuneScape. There's so many different names out there. Now, let me just explain a little bit about this video. I have 12 minutes to do a commentary. These are some very newbie kills on QBD. I know that, already I've eaten in this kill alone like 6 pieces of food, or 5 pieces of food. I've done plenty of kills where I've only needed to eat 5 pieces of food in one inventory. Honestly, when it comes to QBD, especially if you mage, it just depends on your luck, because my stats are 99 mage and 99 defense, and you would expect that to take a big factor in like being able to kill her somewhat easy. And I would say that but unfortunately I lost it. I'm working on saving up enough to be able to get full set again. Another thing with luck is, she has that chance to harden her scales or whatever and be resistant to magic or be weak to magic. And a lot of kills that I've gotten that were under 3 minutes or so with magic was when I got lucky and she was weak to magic like 4 times in a row, basically, at least on each wave. Well, not the first one, but like at least the second, third, and fourth wave. Which, that actually helps quite a lot with QBD. I'm thinking about maybe trying to take hybrid armor and just test it out. Unfortunately, I don't have. I'd like to have Zamorak armor, but I need to kill a lot more of the Zami bosses to be able to even come close to getting. I don't even have a single piece of it right now, and I didn't do anything during that world event to get a higher drop chance of getting that armor. But I want to take it, what I have now, and test it out to see if I get my stats up a little bit higher for range, and then when she's weak to or resistant to magic, and try. Oh, actually, I'm not even sure. I've never even paid attention to see what when she's resistant to magic, if what she's weak to. It might be melee. It'd be nice if it was range, because range is kind of fun and you don't have to worry about being close to get hit by that melee attack. Man, what else was I about to say? Like I was saying though, the DPS armor honestly does help quite a bit, and yeah. Oh yeah. One thing, it's nice with 99 defense being able to fight her, because I like to tank a lot of the attacks, because honestly, there's times where you'll click wrong, or there's like, you see all those grot worms or whatever that you're trying to click away and they get in the way and you accidentally click attack over and over again, rather than clicking away and going through the flame wall, or like the opening in the flame wall. Now also with these tortured souls that spawn in, honestly, if there's one, they usually always hit above a 1k damage, which if you're really good at clicking away, then I would definitely recommend to do it. There's plenty of times where I've clicked away, perfect timing, but for some reason Tortured Soul all of a sudden just stops attacking you and like goes off into a different direction and misses it when it should have hit it. So like you're standing to the right of it, you click to the left of him to go through him basically, and then his attack would hit himself. There's been plenty of times where, like I was trying to say, is I'll click to the left, I'll go through him, and then he'll like go north or south and avoid his own attack. You're constantly damaging her. Now I would say the only times that I really recommend running away, depending on what your stats are, is when all 4 spawn in. One, because that's an easier chance of having at least some of the attacks not hitting you, and have some of them hitting some of the other tortured souls, or even grot worms, especially if they don't all spawn right next to you in that little like square formation, and they're like, you know, scattered around the what is it? I don't know, the platform. And we all know about the one tortured soul that comes in on the last wave, where it has the possibility of time stopping you, which you'll actually see I fail a couple times because I did not see him spawn in, and I don't think I was in the chat to see where it says that he spawns in. I think it's in like the second to last kill in this video. That's just something that you should keep in mind, that for sure you need to kill him right away. He is a priority. He's one thing that, especially if you don't have the best stats, if she spawns in tortured souls and if she's doing extreme flames or whatever, you can't eat, you can't move, you know, your time stopped. You're more than likely gonna die. You're gonna see in this video where I'm just spam clicking my food even though I'm not eating. When I come out of it, somehow both times I'm like full health, and I don't understand how that happened. I don't understand how I didn't get hit at all. But I mean, I guess I just got lucky. Also, a tip: bring a teleport out, because you know that's the only way to exit during the fight. Even if you're gonna, well, honestly, I mean, it's up to you really. Like, you know, a teleport out could bring you, give you a spot to something else. Maybe one more food or an additional potion if you're trying to camp a little bit longer, depending on what pots you bring, or if you're using a familiar, or you know, any of that good stuff. Now you notice the first two kills that I didn't have the war tortoise with me, but I decided I'm gonna try and test it out and see if I was really trying to go and do my best with these kills. I could camp her a lot longer with a familiar. I don't have them recorded. I'm planning on doing more videos on QBD for sure, to kind of show a live version of my tactics that I do. But with the tortoise, I averaged, on this clip, on these videos, I averaged like two kills per tortoise, which, I mean, 2 kills in, like, let's just say 7 to 8 minutes, or you know, 2 kills in 10 minutes, because you know, just say a minute to bank or whatever. Because my thing is, when I don't use a tortoise or a familiar that has beast of burden, I would teleport to Birthfort, because as far as I know, that's one of the closest places that has a bank and a prayer altar that you can just go to right away, and then teleport back to Port Sarim. And it's a super quick banking. I mean, it's quicker than banking blue dragons. Black, and I don't know, it's just a little bit of a joke that I have with some of my friends. But I also bring, of course, super anti-fire. You know, that's, in my opinion, really recommended to have at least 85. I believe it's 85 herb lore for the super anti-fire potion. And one of the quests, I forgot which quest it is. I believe it's a quest that you have to complete to get the curses prayer book, or whatever you want to call it, the curses list. Just because I'm not sure if it's the only way, but it's a super easy way to get Phoenix Feathers. I'm not sure if that's the only way, honestly. I've never even really looked into it too much. I honestly never even made a super anti-fire until I started to do QBD, which was actually just a few months ago. Biggest reason why is because I stopped playing for a while and then I just started. But going back to the reason why I said that I like to tank, if you go back there and just see that last 5 seconds on, there's a time stop that I was talking about. See, you can't do anything. But sorry, I was just thinking about how she was getting healed too. I didn't mention that sometimes she'll do her like special ability where she like sucks the life out of all the other creatures that are there, to heal herself. Which if she's resistant to magic, I usually try and kill him. But like that, for that instance right there, she was weak to mage, so I was like, alright, well, forget it, I'm just gonna keep killing her, because why not? But back to the tanking issue, there's so many different times where I clicked the wrong way, and you saw right there where, if you go back, I clicked the wrong way, or I was clicking too much, kind of panic clicking, and I wasn't doing exactly what I should have been doing, so I actually was taking more damage than I would have if I would have just tanked it. Now, in my opinion, with the flame walls, what you want to do when they come back, at least wave 1, there's a time where I'm not sure if it's just random when it happens or if it's literally a strategy that you could really get down to work on doing and perfecting it, where if you click through it at a perfect time, there's been times where I don't take any damage. You know, if you have a super anti-fire, now with the legacy update and everything, it's like about 750. I believe at first it was like 450 or something. But there's plenty of times, and I'm not even sure if they're in any of this video. It's kind of sped up too quick to be able to see it, really. I know, I apologize for that, but I just wanted to be able to show quite a few different kills and kind of what I do to kill QBD. But if you click through it at a perfect time, you're not going to take any damage. So rather doing that, then, and then I got time stopped again just because I didn't see. Rather than you know, wasting your time trying to run across the platform to get, you know, through that wall and then having to run all the way back, you're still doing damage to QBD, and you're able to try to figure out how to time it perfectly and step through it just one time right there in the beginning and not get hit at all. Or if you're really good at clicking and you know you got it down, I would say, you know, just try to go through the wall every time. I did find a strategy that if, you know, you kind of run back and click on the opening itself, the majority of the time it's gonna run around it and through it perfect, if that makes sense. You got to click on the opening itself, but you want to make sure that you're back far enough that when you click on the opening, you're not going to run diagonally through the flame and then get hit a couple different times. But this is kind of wrapping up the video. There's a couple more things that I wanted to talk about, but I'm going to make some notes, and I'm going to go do some GWD kills actually pretty soon to do some videos on that, just because I have a Greater Demons task and I can kill Zammy for it. So I figured, why not? I'm going to try and solo. Hopefully I won't, you know, die. I'll bring a safe telly just in case, and also I'm going to have some loot videos, because I still, from this right here that I still have not even sold all of that, and I'm just getting my loot up more and more and more, and I didn't even show Dragon Bones because I'm actually banking those to get 99 prayer. So anyway guys, peace out.